You're going up against classic American muscle cars from the 70s. And you're doing it on their home stomping grounds. These cars are legends. To beat them, you're gonna have to flex some serious muscle of your own.
Oh yeah, my mic is muted. Thanks, Hyro. My car, or my stream apparently is, bad quality right now. Hopefully that subsides. Can't see! Someone pull the visor flap down. Just wallbang. It's faster. You don't have to slow down. The game does it for you. That was a bad spot. Hold on. Let's go cockpit. They have the Dodge electronic Cougar icon or whatever the hell it's supposed to be. It's like a robotic tiger or whatever. If you've never seen any of the modern Dodge commercials. Or any of the like promo stuff for the Hellcat, because that's what this is. I bought all the Challengers because I wanted to stick the skin that I made for one Challenger onto the other ones, because the skin only fits on Challengers. If you want to put it on other ones, you have to modify it. And then I figured out it doesn't even fit on all the Challengers in the game, because half of the Challengers in the game have a different body style. So only the base model Chargers that don't have any body modifications on them can put the skin on without looking funny. By that I mean this skin right here. Because the way that vinyl layering works in this game, stuff doesn't just auto mirror when it splits in half. Again, Need for Speed Underground did it the best. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If you ever played Need for Speed Underground, when you turn mirror mode on, all it does is if you're not perfectly centered on the car, it creates an exact mirror copy of the thing that you're putting down. And in the terms of text, it auto mirrors and flips it at the same time. Which in this game, when you mirror text, you have to manually flip all of the letters, or save the text as a group, then flip the entire group. And that, it's just so it's like annoying considering that other video games have done it better. And easier to do the same exact quality skins. Like doing this kind of quality skin, and I wouldn't even call this quality because it's still not finished yet, takes fucking forever. Because finally placing stuff on both sides of the car is almost impossible. You have to manually, you place an object, copy to other side. Place an object, copy to other side. Place an object, copy to other side. What? There's a speed trap there? Oh, I should be able to beat that easily. It's not me. Even though you don't get much for these skills, I might as well beat it while I'm here. Can this car even hit 130? Oh yeah. I'm gonna say it's a Hellcat. It's stock, it should be able to hit 160. I think I need to move the white band sticker over a little bit. I don't like how the S is wrapping. In Need for Speed Underground, I could make like 20 awesome looking cars in like under an hour. Easily. Because it would take me like 5 minutes a car. In this game, it takes me 5 minutes to place down flame vinyls on one side of the car. Because you have to build it out of a bunch of little flame vinyls instead of just giving me a big one and then the little ones to build off of it. It's so like... it's so redundant. Half of the bullshit. But it's Ubisoft. I mean, I expected it when I got this game. I wasn't expecting it any other way. It's just like, how hasn't Ubisoft learned at all? How can't they just look at an older video game and go, hey, that worked. Why don't we just recreate that for our game? It's just like this bullshit. It's got to change the time of day for a drag race. Oh. Got a drag race in a misty, nasty... I want to be drag racing in this, totally. You know what I think of when I think of drag race? A foggy, dusky morning. Oh. Ass. Yeah. That was some liquid ass. And somehow I still just go soaring by him at 100 miles an hour. What do you mean there isn't an online game mode? The game is always online. You make the online game mode with your friends. There's no, like, automatically going... There's no matchmaking system, if that's what you mean. Absolutely not. Which is kind of bad, considering that's, like, 90% of what allows people to race with one another. I should have boosted later. Liquid Ass is a real product, by the way. You can buy it online. It's like a smell prank thing. Oh my god, why do I keep doing that? Get to 5th and then boost. See you later. That one's really easy. Yeah, I know what you mean. But you can also just rant, at least if the person allows you to. They don't have their settings set, otherwise you can just invite people and do that. But a lot of people you'll find won't join. You can just go here, and then whenever you see someone pop up in the session list, you can just add them to the crew. But you can only have 4 people, so you'll never fill out a race.
You should take some time to find yours.
I'm driving backwards while driving forwards. That's how slippery the tires are. The tires literally would have to be on like glossy wax for them to slide like that. Like, what the fuck? I've never done this one.
Classic cars, who doesn't love them? More importantly, who doesn't want to race them? That's what you're going to get.
I mean, I'm going to race a car just for the sake of doing so because bikes are overpowered.
It's a dream race, so go enjoy and win.
I won one of the street races with that Harley bike when it was like 30 to 40 points underneath the performance level recommended, which is, at least as far as I know, really hard to do in this game.
Let's see what you got under that.
Because of the rubber banding. Hopefully they tone that down in upcoming patches, because in certain categories of racing, it's so fucking easy, and it's not even a competition. And then in other categories of racing, you basically have to try hard the entire race to even stay in front of the dudes when you get in front of them. It's so dumb, in that way anyways. Again, like, you put me in the Alpha Grand Prix car, if I'm even remotely near the same performance level, I'm gonna fucking overtake them and be ahead of them the entire race, no problem. Unless I crash or fuck up. On my last stream, I literally did that. I beat the hard mode version of one of the Alpha Grand Prix tracks with a nearly bone stock Alpha Grand Prix car. Because the Alpha Grand Prix AI doesn't rubber band like crazy. Whereas the street race AI rubber bands like it's a fucking magnet. You get a certain distance ahead and they just get infinite boost and just boost up to you. And then boost by you doing like this shit where they look like they're only using little bits of boost at a time. And they just do that infinitely to slowly gain more acceleration over you. As if you took that turn that fast in that car, bud. I know I'm not exactly racing the best either, but I'm in a car with vastly superior performance level. The performance level of this car is almost double the cars that I was just racing, and they're able to keep up with me on the straights, no problem. Like, I basically am not even in a car that has a performance level of 160. Or, sorry, 200. So, here, let me look at that race again. So, the recommended level for that was 80. I'm in a 209 car. I can barely outrun them on the straights. And you're like, what is that? But then we go and do this. Here. I'm slightly over the recommended level because my car is slightly upgraded.
Remember, Alpha Grand Prix is the crown jewel of the pro racing world, and it's where Clarence is true royalty. You want to beat him on his own palace grounds? It's gonna take your best and then some.
No, it's not, because these races are always easy. Most responsive car. See you later. Get out of the way. That was a bad turn. Won't matter too much though. Gotta brake a little bit earlier for that. Doesn't matter though, again, because these the AI in this doesn't rubber band like crazy just because you're ahead. You would think the harder racing type would actually be harder, but it's not. It's actually so much easier, it's fucking hilarious. You don't even need to be good at racing these cars. Again, the other race I did, I was more than 120 above the performance level. In this, I'm like taking turns really bad. I'm not even taking what you would call a racing line. And I'm still staying in front of them with pretty relative ease. And I'm not even using all of my boost. Oh no, understeer. Didn't matter. And easy. Where are my competitors? They aren't even on the straightaway yet. Even after understeering out onto the dirt. Isn't it, again, not even comparable. Once you get to the higher difficulty stuff, the game basically becomes a walk in the park.
You're... Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
What is important is this. You don't matter to me. I don't care how many races you've run, or how good you think you are. You simply don't have what it takes.
I don't think I'm good. I just think these cars are too easy to drive. When they're not that easy to drive at all in real life.
You'll never win.
If I was actually going to take racing lines on this course, I would be letting off the throttle a lot more. Because that's when these things get grip. I was just seeing where this thing got the best grip. I'm glad they have an oval track. Being able to test stuff like this is very good. That's why Gran Turismo always had a test track. That was just a giant oval that you just went max speed on. You could test your different levels of grip. Learn where you can and can't get speed. See how much faster I can go through these corners now? You just gotta learn where you get that grip. Again, these cars are so much easier to drive than the street cars. It's not even funny. You just hold the throttle and just turn lightly half of the time. Sorry. Enough oval track. Look at that. Perfect. Here, you think we can beat the hard mode like we did on the other track?
Remember, Alpha Grand Prix is the crown jewel of the pro racing world, and it's where Clarence is true royalty.
Otaku, are you still there? Because I love you for using the no shit Sherlock thing. I know you don't know Hyro, but thanks. I would have said the same thing.
Prepping your ride has been my masterpiece.
That's definitely not where you get grip.
You're falling behind. Get it in gear. Literally.
Literally. Look at this, I'm keeping up with the hard difficulty ones. Oh my god, I gotta remember not to go on the outside of that turn. Even the AI ate shit for that. So far, my favorite on-road car to drive are these cars. They're just so nice to drive. The physics model that they made for them works really well. Not like the other cars, where the physics models can be a little iffy. Let's give it another shot. Just need to get some more laps down.
2, 1.
Hyro, I still like you, dude.
You sure this isn't...
You just always say really obvious things. It's like earlier when I was in the party with you for like less than 10 minutes and you answered your own question. You do like that kind of stuff where it's just like you ask a question that you already know the answer to. And I went off in the same exact manner because I'm like fucking talking about Hyro. I'm glad I have an in-game hero. One of many Hyro's multiple personalities. This is the personality where Hyro is a mechanic. But again, like I said, I didn't pick him being named Hero. That's just his name. Almost went off again. That bump that's on the outside of that turn, dude, gets me every time.
What a tour de force.
Power! Damn it. Yeah, but the dude never is on PSN. So it doesn't really mean anything. That's not me trying to, like, chat shit about you either, Ricky. That's just me saying I've never seen you logged in on PSN. Ever since I've added you, it's always said about a month ago. Or whatever the PSN thing says. Ooh.
That ought to wake our friend Clarence up.
Clarence! I'm gonna get right in front of you, boy. Swing my big butt right there. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna eat shit. That's what's gonna happen. It's my least favorite song and I want to change it. But I can't change it, so now I have to deal with girl making throat noises. I made this song when I was 5 years old in the bathtub. You swine.
Aren't you supposed to be my competition?
I was. Until I turned into a fucking boar. No, it's the other song that I don't like. It's the trap song that's on a fucking electronica station for whatever reason. Oh my god, just kill me. Just shove a fucking fender right through me.
2, 1.
You can't... Hyro, if you're gonna make a joke, like referring to someone else's joke, you gotta at least know why that joke exists in the manner that it exists. Because when you say, you can't, like, the Sherlock joke doesn't work in the grammatical way that you used it. I'm just saying. Like, it took me rereading it like 5 times to even understand what you were trying to mean. That's right, you're getting overtaken, boy. Pro racer my ass. My asthma. Come on, catch back up to me. I want to actually race. That's more like it, bud. You're right up in my crack. Yeah. Right up in the crev. I'll just body block you all day, dude. This is how I get my fucking jollies off. Is sandbagging assholes. Sandbagging him even after the race is over. Eat a dick. Hyro, it's supposed to be no shit, Sherlock. Because the detective is Sherlock Holmes. And because you said an obvious, like, dumb statement, it's no shit, Sherlock. Because what? You a detective or something? Hyro, this is why I always tell you to, like, minimize how much you say to other people. Because sometimes you just say really dumb stuff. And it's like, as much as you think I'm an asshole because I answer it with, like, smart-ass remarks, like, you have to understand, I'm actually nice compared to most people. Most people don't even give a shit. It's the internet now. And I mean, I can't really hate on them for it either, because nothing on the internet promotes you being a good guy. He is English. Hyro's English. I mean, his Spanish, his family is Spanish, but he speaks English. I always told him if he paid more attention, he'd learn more English, but whatever. It's not like he's ever lived in another country, though. He does speak fluent Spanish, if that means anything.
2, 1.
What? There's a guy on a bike?
Perfect car on a perfect road. Time to be the perfect driver.
That's the first time I've ever seen the AI use a bike in a street race. I'd expect that thing to be in first place immediately. The power to weight ratio on bikes are fucking insane, even in real life. That's how those super sport bikes are able to go so freaking fast. Why did I... What were you thinking? Well, let's get back on the track. Oh, that guy got deleted. Excuse me, sir, but you have been deleted. Oh, that wall is solid. I should have just picked a bike, because the car is proving to be the worst enemy on this map.
Take the lead early. Never give it up.
What they mean is, we program the AI to make it so that they're really easy until you take the lead, and then they're actually going to pressure you once you're in the lead. That's what that guy means. It's just Ubisoft wanted to explain it in a very cryptic way. Okay, my car just goes in a fucking straight line. I was holding left the entire time from the beginning of the dirt to where I jumped from the one side of the road to the other, holding full left. And the car was just like, nah, dude. You think you're gonna turn? Nah. We didn't put a stiff enough suspension on this racing car in order for you to race with it. I seriously gotta go adjust that setting and make this car stiff as a fucking board. Because it bounces around too much. Booty too fat. all 4 of your ball joints just explode and kill people next to you as you land. I should say all 8 of your ball joints, actually, because you have an upper and a lower ball joint on most cars, but whatever. You know what I mean. The 8 ball joints explode and kill people. There you go. Better. Why are you guys asking someone else where they are from in my chat? It doesn't matter who they are or where they are from. Does that turn slightly? Is that a turn? I hate the drag races on turns.
Driving legal has its purpose. For example, you're going to be going just a little bit faster than the speed limit on the FDR.
Oh, I just noticed a major design flaw of the video game. I don't know if you noticed the fucking throttle thing on the fucking blower sticking out. The throttle arm on the left-hand side that has a spring that would go into the engine that control the throttle. Yeah, that isn't animated and it doesn't move. Oh my god, why are you even gonna add that as an aesthetic if you're not gonna have it move? What the hell? The throttle body doesn't even move. If he said it was easy, that's because it is easy, Hyro. Like I tell you, you're just a really shit learner. I hate sounding like an asshole, but it's 100% fucking true, and the more and more people you come across that help you realize it, the more it helps reinforce my point that I make to you every time I talk to you about you need to listen and try to learn better. Learning is not forgetting something the next week. Remember that. But then again, you probably couldn't learn that. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's absolutely fucking true, dude. I'm not surprised the kid from Belgium has better English than you. He probably has better English than a good portion of the people that live where you live. Probably has better English than Emil, Henry, Brandon. He's probably actually a smart kid. That's probably why he can actually do that. Ooh, them perfect gear shifts. Double rainbow all the way. Just barely squeaked it. I like how my bad burnout run did better.
Going legit means leaving what this is all about, my friend.
Going legit. Everybody's from the streets. What's pibbity poppin' in the streets? The streets of downtown Baltimore. Wow, thanks. Thanks for the worst part, game. This thing doesn't even have tires. No wonder it handles like dog shit. Oh my god, the performance level. I can't downgrade the car. Shitty Porsche. Oh my god, I don't even think I have a high enough level upgrade to upgrade it with. And I have to take the tire off of my bike, which makes 100% complete sense. Gotta take the tire off my bike and put it on my fucking Challenger. Oh wait, which one has the best tires? You'll have to go without tires, MX-5. You don't need them. Love all my different Challengers. Here's the car hiro, by the way. I'm not going to finish doing the livery until tomorrow. It takes me too long to add all the additional little triangles that I add. Besides the one that are there by default. But I do love it. I'm going to love it when it's done. The nacho. It has the same color scheme as the Juice is Loose. This is the one I was talking about, the Swamp Snake. That dude did the skin good. Some of these I made, most of them I haven't though. I also got this. This one looks really cool. I wouldn't be surprised if the sheriff of Forsyth County drove around in something like that. You know something I haven't ever done since I've started playing this game? I have never done a single monster truck event. I haven't done a monster truck event, and I haven't done a hypercar event.
Those are for cowards. The street is in our blood. And if that means our blood's on the streets, so be it.
It's a monster truck. It'll just be able to float right across this. Nope. Certain monster trucks can do that, though. They have so much air in the tires. Unless they use water to fill the tires, which they do in some cases. Sometimes they'll fill the monster truck tires with water. What the hell? Did you see that guy? You see that guy just like fucking... Stop! It's the police! He's still... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, he's gone now. If you get close to the I never noticed that. If you get close to the pedestrian cars, they just freak the fuck out. Take me with you! I'm mounting you. This is... Oh, never mind. Like all the people in my life. How about you, bud? Okay. Sorry. I need to go buy wait, Pro Racing. You'd figure Pro Racing would have hypercars in it, but no, hypercars are a street racing thing, apparently. The streets. Is almost every car you have American? Yes. And don't consider me biased, I just don't like a lot of the European brands that they have in this game. If they had like Wiseman or something like that, I would be all fucking over it. I love those cars. But it's all shit like this, and they all look the fucking same. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Like, Lambos, Ferraris, McLarens, they all look the same now. They're just slightly different proportions in certain areas. They're like my least favorite type of car that exists now. And I keep clicking test drive on accident. Because I'm a retard. But yeah, look at the profile of all of these cars. They're almost identical, except for this one. And that's only because of the crazy ass body kit that this thing has on it. Take the like weird rear spoiler thing off, and all of a sudden it just looks like everyone else. They're indistinguishable. Unless you know, like, high-performance cars. It's like the equivalent of, like, trying to tell a Honda Accord from, like, a Prius or something like that. If you don't have an experienced eye, it's just all the same sedan-looking four-doors. It doesn't matter how many of them you put side by side. Like, I'm almost tempted just to get the Maserati, just because it's the most different one. But yeah, it's only different because it's old. Because it didn't adopt the new, like, egg-shaped top that all of these have. The perfect, like, egg. They're just ugly to me, dude. I think almost all of them are ugly. I don't like that look of a car, period. If it looked more like an Acura NSX, I'd be down for it. But, like, pretty much all of these are ugly. I like this one. But that, again, the Jaguar is sort of like, it's the one that looks most like a normal car, outside of the fact it's incredibly chop-topped. Like, I don't want to get any of these. That's half the reason why I haven't done it. I just don't want to get any of them. Even the Ford GT. The Ford GT, which used to have a very iconic, unique-looking body style, looks exactly like everything else in this list now. And when people always ask me why I hate the new Ford GT, this is why. It's not its own thing. It's just Ford's McLaren. I think I'm gonna get this thing. Just because it's fucking weird. Get it in lime green. Insufficient currency. Oh my god, I'm missing like fucking 10 grand. Oh. That's great. Japanese cars get the best skins. Because they have the most even proportionate bodies. I feel like on a lot of the American cars, the body proportions are so fucked up, it's hard to properly wrap the car without it looking weird. You have to like meticulously line up everything when it goes from the side skirts. Like you see on the front of my car where that like transitions from the hood to the fender, that took me like 30 minutes to do just by itself. And get it to look nice where it didn't look seamless, because the top part that's on the hood is a completely separate vinyl than the part that's on the side of the car. Need for Speed Underground didn't have that problem. I was talking about this earlier, how it just fucking bothers me so much, the livery like shit in this game. So much nonsensical overcomplication for not adding anything to the actual customization, and in fact just making it harder to do what you want to do. Need for Speed Underground, like I was saying earlier, put flames on a car 5 minutes. Have full flames, have it looked all wrapped, have it partially transparent even. With partial iridescence on one part, but not on the other, and stuff like that. You could make very cool looking skins in the earth. Like, even the most recent Need for Speed games have it better. Forza Horizon does it better. Forza the normal game does it better. Like, there's at least 20 to 30 racing games that do livery systems or vinyl customization systems better. At least 20, and that's me being like lenient with all the games that I've known and used, like Juiced and all those other games for PS2 and shit like that. That were just like weird, trying to live off of Need for Speed's hype that it had back then. Everyone wanted more games like that, but no one could actually build a game that was like theirs. And then Need for Speed started to be shit for a couple of years, and then no one bought their games. And then they finally made a decent one, but then they frame rate locked it on PC, so it got the PC community angry. And it was just like, that company plummeted into the dumpster fast. And I don't even think Need for Speed Payback was that great, because out of all the games, it had, if I remember correctly, some of the most lackluster customization options. Comparative to like Need for Speed Underground 2, where certain cars had like over 100 parts that you could put onto one specific area. Like 100 different hoods, 100 different like side skirts or whatever. Some of them had so much shit. I can't get grip, dude. Well, all I needed to do is reach top 3 anyways. Oh, sorry. You hauled ass. And he's gone in a flash. Wait, is that him? Yeah. I'm honking at you, motherfucker. Get in! Or how about that goof runner? Look at that guy. What are those pants? What are those? You're the definition of someone that lives in LA. Oh, you're not letting me zoom out because buildings. Pump up your waistline to the baseline. Did I yell? Oh. I've honestly lost the chat in terms of like, because you guys were going on your own thing and I didn't want to like acknowledge it that much. Most people drive a car that averages 1 to 3 grand. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, Hyro. Like, you gotta be realistic here. Most people buy hand-me-down rigs from the 90s and 80s. Still. That's why you see tons of Ford F-150s, Ford Rangers, like, and the Dodge equivalent and the GMC equivalent all over the place. Because, yeah, people buy the new ones. But normally those are the people who, like, do the, like, annual trade-in bullshit that you can get yourself into. I do like the rims on this thing, though. Those are some killer rims. The club badge. Bum bum. Own 30 different vehicles. Cool. See, I told you, I never had even bothered to buy one. Because I don't even like those cars. You want to know my least favorite type of car? Hypercar. Supercars are more interesting. You just get more variants. It's getting to the point where when we're designing cars, it's all going to just become the same blob. The most aerodynamic, effective blob. And then it's just like, what type of aerodynamic do you want? And then that will determine the shape of your blob. It's like the fucking episode of The Fairly Odd Parents. I don't live in the middle of fucking nowhere, Hyro. You wouldn't hear loud-ass Harleys every time you party chat with me during the day. I live in the middle of somewhere, which happens to be in the middle of nowhere. Get it right. I live in an area that's like the Crew in real life, like I tell you. I mean it both as a joke, and I mean it in actuality. If you were to, like, show where I lived on the map, I live about up in this area, sort of. This would be like where I live, quote unquote. That's why I said this is my home turf. And even though I don't even have even remotely close to the world record on this anymore. But I'm just glad that I held the world record on it for like more than 24 hours. If you can believe it, that used to be the world record. And now some guys managed to do it so much faster than me. Because they figured out what one is the best. And people have gotten them maxed out. Like, what the fuck? I know I don't exactly do, like, non-stop races. But that's because I also try not to burn myself out and give myself a major behind-the-eyes headache from staring at the screen intently like I do. Oh yeah, and there's a glitch with the hangar for people who have the pre-order stuff. There's a glitch with the hangar, the harbor, and the garage, meaning you can't change the stuff in it, and the stuff that gets placed in it by default will always be there. See? For whatever reason, shit gets rotated out and cycled out. And you can't save it. So if I go like this, watch. Unless they've patched it. If I go like this and change this to something else. Here, let's just stick Flame Camaro here. Or, sorry, not Camaro, Challenger. And then we go, and we press the map button. And then we hit the circle button. And whoop! Voila, it's back to normal. There ain't nothing you can do about it either. Not until they fix it, so. I would love to set up all my nice looking cars, but I can't. Because the game automatically set up all these ugly ones. Like this thing. I really like how this one turned out, even though it has the same livery as the other ones. It just looks better on this. like the shredding down the side has like this weird outlining on it that I don't even know how it got. Because it's the same skin that's on this one. It's the same livery, just pasted over, but this has like this weird outlining on the side, which gives it a cool look. I wish I could just drop that thing flat to the fucking ground. See, the annoying part about this, and the thing that you don't realize about designing liveries in this game if you haven't tried before, is this part of the car, where this is different than this part of the car. So when you're trying to put a livery on and have it go down the back of the car to the back end, this part at the end right here is a different livery, and it counts as the back side of the car. So this stuff is with this stuff. It's not like with the stuff on top of the car, because there is none. It's the same thing here. This counts as the side, but the side stops like right here. So if you want to have a decal that looks like it seamlessly goes down the back, you have to meticulously, again, line it up and perfect size it and everything. It's so annoying. It's unbelievably overcomplicated to do very, very simple things. To just wrap your body, the body of the car with like a two-tone, you have to put like a square on one part, extend it wide, put a square on another part, extend it wide, and then put a square on another part and extend it wide, and then shape it all up so that it's at the exact X and Y opposites on both sides, and then make it so that it actually looks wrapped, and then choose which color you want. And then when you upload it, the person who downloads your livery can't change the fucking color of the vinyls on the livery. So if you make a livery with purple colors like this, it's always purple. The guy who gets the livery cannot change this to an orange livery or a blue one or whatever they want to. And that's half the reason I don't upload my liveries, because they're just going to look like shit when someone looks at them with a color that it's not made to go with. Like, let's say if someone was using a default orange Challenger, and they were looking at the skin that has the Doritos on it. You wouldn't see the Doritos now, would you? Because they're orange. You need to make them redder. You'd be some flaming hot Doritos. Yeah, but this, Ricky, you have to realize this isn't representative of the real map. Because I'm technically west of the White Mountains. But I'm also north of Salem. That's how fucked up the geography is of the Northeast. I'm north of the place that they call up here, but I'm west of this place. Because Vermont doesn't exist. This is where the Green Mountains would be, but the Green Mountains don't exist. It's just the White Mountains. And then Niagara Falls is right here. Niagara Falls, this would be New York over here. And then Vermont would be like right around here. New Hampshire would be like here. This would be like Rhode Island. And again, Salem is near Boston and stuff like that. Sorry about that. One second. I need to put my headset down. Alright. Sorry about that. I was trying to change from my shorts into pants so I don't freeze my legs off when I go outside. Oh shit. I need to get off the map. The map can actually cause the game to crash really bad if you leave the map open. Yep. I think it did. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It crashed earlier in that same exact situation. I left it on the map screen, went to load back to the thing that I was doing, and it got stuck on the loading screen and then gave me the C4878-0 bullshit that happens for almost every video game on PS4. Apparently Russian and Ukrainian people can't even play the game right now because every time they try to log in it makes the game error. I would recommend the Mercedes one, if you can get that. So far, that's the best handling one. This one required severe modification in order to make it more handleable. And if you didn't know, you can hit the touchpad. Oh wait, you can't do it in that menu apparently because fucking logic. Ubisoft, suck a dick. If you go to your vehicles menu from the options menu and not from the car sitting in your showroom, you can go to what's called the Pro settings. And certain cars... Apparently you can't do it from within your house. Like, what the fuck? Why is that? Why can you not do that? Like, fuck Ubisoft. I'm so fucking sick of this bullshit. So, this is some of the dumbest shit I've ever experienced in a video game. So you can't go to Pro mode. You can't go to Pro settings from within your shop. From within your garage where you work on your vehicles. You cannot go into Pro setting. So I have to go drive out on the fucking street to change my vehicle's Pro settings. To open up my gearbox and change my gear ratio, I have to go and drive my car out on the dirt. Fucking retarded ass game logic. See? Okay, so if you're out driving around and you're not in an event or at your garage, you can open up this specific menu because Ubisoft. And this allows you to adjust aero distribution and spring compression, which certain cars need to have much, much higher spring compression and rebound in order to handle properly. In the case of this car, you have to do that to make it even steer properly. So, this car, I'll show you the settings of this. This car has much lower suspension compression and rebound. And I'll take it out at speed, and I'm going to do S's on the road. And you'll just be able to see how fast the car will be able to turn back and forth under throttle. So you see how grippy and snappy this car is? Alright. That car has that handling without all that bullshit. This car, if you don't have all those settings changed, will not steer like that. Because you see, now it steers like this. It actually steers even better than the other car. But it didn't steer at all before. It just would slide. You got to be very careful about that, because some of the cars handle very differently in this game. That's what I was talking about earlier with the shitty physics models on certain cars. You can have two cars in the same exact series, and one will handle like dog shit, and the other will handle like a god. And it's in the same limelight, like certain cars are incredibly more resistant to running into shit. This car is one of them, where you can just like fucking run into shit left and right. It's bullshit. Again, the crew has some of the dumbest, like, random-ass physics that are just clicked into place. I don't know what it is with my obsession in playing games where developers just click shit into place and don't even care. Because that's one of the things that you can tell. When you have cars that react so differently in illogical ways. Like my drift car sliding backwards earlier while under forward throttle, even though it didn't even have rear momentum going into it. Or not rear, backwards momentum. But that setting is important to know because the same thing applies to boats. Boats have weight distribution that you can set on them. And if you set the weight distribution back in the boat, you basically never have to trim. Because your boat's always trimming. And you'll get max. That's how this thing can go 166 miles an hour. It's the same thing with these. You just pull the weight back in it, and then you don't have to use nearly as much trimming. You still want to trim, because it will still make you accelerate better. But you're not going to get that like loss of top speed that you get from not trimming. You'll still get up to your top speed normally. Finally. I used to just get rid of my parts, but now I'm like, I'm gonna get all the cars, so I might as well save the parts for the other cars. Oh yeah, but that's also like completely bullshit as well, because you're not the person adjusting it, Hero is. Router Glock. It's a good name. Hold on, sorry that I'm going back here. I don't like to be out in the open world when I leave my game just running. I don't know how the guy got the text so tiny on this thing. It's so tiny, it's fucking, the anti-aliasing can't even fix it. Which is weird because the text on the tires has like this beautiful anti-aliasing next to this shit which looks like it's from a PlayStation 2 game. And also, you can tell this guy didn't create this as one layer, which is the thing that he fucked up because this game doesn't make it clear as to how to just build one layer at a time. But yeah, both the triangles he used to create the star shape for the icon, the star that is, or not the star, the triangle that's pointing upwards is on top of the star that's pointing downwards. It's not just one object. You can tell that because of the line that goes across the bottom of it. Because when you want to do that kind of stuff, you have to click the insert button and insert another thing into that layer. It's stupid. It is like beyond retarded how you're supposed to do that shit. It's just like when you put down multiple vinyls at once. You don't click one down and then select another one. You just click the stamp button and change it. slightly. And then don't press circle, because then it will erase all the shit that you stamped up until that point. It's so muggy out. Some people were fighting. Oh my god, my fucking lighter doesn't work. Are you hearing this? This is New Hampshire life. She's like a dog barking at her window.
Get your money up, get them rubber bands up.
Dumbass drug addicts. That's why you don't do drugs. Why'd they have to come out to smoke right when this was going on? Like, seriously. Why does there always have to be shit when I go outside to smoke now? I want the winter to come back. I'd rather stand out here in 30 degrees and smoke a cigarette than have to listen to fucking people. Needs to call the police. She's just creating a disturbance and she'll get herself arrested if he doesn't. All the old farts around here don't want to hear it. Bunch of lightning bugs.
Get your money up, get them rubber bands up. them hands up, put them hands up. Get your money up, get them rubber bones.
What the fuck? Why? If you're wondering what I'm saying, what the fuck, why, too? The stupid fucking people outside that are screaming. Let me take a toke to fucking, like, drown my brain of whatever I just had to listen to for the past fucking 5 minutes. I really fucking hope they don't come over here, because I'm just gonna open the door and be like, get the fuck out of here. You'll hear me do it too, because I'm not even gonna mute my mic in that situation. Fucking weirdos. I smoke weed, but Jesus Christ. That's like another level of, like, fucked up. Screaming about shit. What, like... It's Sunday night at, like, the time when everyone is asleep. And she's out there banging on the fucking door, screaming and whining. And he lives in a building where other people live, so I can imagine that they're not very happy with it either. And the dude starts blasting fucking music to, like, drown her out. I can hear it from here. Oh my word. It's like a reality TV show, except it is actual reality. Again, like, I live in a reality TV show / video game type area where all stereotypes are exactly what they are. You see a person that seems like they're a stereotype of what they are, it's probably guaranteed that that's exactly what they are. All the fucking sports cars, all the, like... Hell, I say sports cars. Some of the people around here own hypercars. Like Porsche Carrera 911 GT3s and stuff like... Or not 911s, what the hell. The, like, super expensive race version. Then there's a guy who I've said it multiple times on stream because he's drove by while I've been talking. But he drives a Porsche Carrera... Or not... I don't even know if it's a Carrera, but I know it's a Porsche and it's some kind of spider. I just always assume it's a Carrera, because that's what most people want. It's either a Carrera or a 911. Actually really like the older Porsches. I just don't like the new ones. Alright, sorry. Smoking weed is normal now. It always used to be so frowned upon, and it still is frowned upon around here by certain demographics. Mostly the older demographics. But it's slowly working around. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't see anything inside of these fucking hypercars. You can't see anything, and you can't turn.
Here we go. And remember, Latrell's counting on us, even if he doesn't know it.
This isn't even the real interior of this car, I don't think. Not even close. Yep. I knew it was going to happen eventually. Really, are they going to make the hypercar races the only, like, long, rewarding races in the game? Just so that I hate using them even more just because of that? Oh, well, I was supposed to take a turn there. This is what hypercars do every day, right? What, you don't drive your Lamborghini Veneno off-road? Veneno? I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that. We're doing an off-road only race. Wait, there's actually an AI behind me right now? How? How is that even possible?
A Vegas to LA road trip? People will think we're trying to get out of town.
I know, we're so rebellious. We're so rebellious in our 1,000 horsepower cars that all look the same. Oh, hey, look, he passed me. Oh, wait, that was the guy in fourth that I somehow passed even though I don't remember doing so. What is this race? The fact I'm not in, like, dead last right now is just amazing to me. That's what I do in my Lamborghini every single day, man. I just fucking off-road, dude. Totally has no impact on the really, really cheap body that they put on them. That can be, like, peeled off with your fingernails. If a baby accidentally grabs it, like it grabs your thumb, it rips off a piece of the Lamborghini. The entire car just falls apart because the kid pulls out the thread that holds it all together. It just is like a stuffed bear. It just all the fluff comes out of it. This is a very interesting section of road. Oh, can't do that. Still not in last. Is a guy in last driving a fucking truck? Like, I don't know what's going on here. Let's race this Italian piece of plastic. They're Italian, right? I like how my gauges match my gloves. No, the half guardrails on Torns, on them damn Torns, you know, Tornation. Country boy like me don't belong in one of these cars.
You can't even wrap yourself around a tree in here because the trees are too big. But the turns are tight enough, you're gonna try.
Are you making fun of me? And my disability that makes me allergic to hypercars? It's alright, hypercars are just like super modified off-road trucks. You didn't know that? I drive Lamborghinis to the boat launch every day and launch my boat.
I've got to admit, there's something special about sitting on top of this much power.
Except for the fact it doesn't get put down to the wheels. Ah, that's right. Oh my dicks. Just smoke me on a stick. Oh yeah, and like, I mean, I know you said it like ages ago, but I know it just released, but I'm always salty. I was salty the first day Monster Hunter came out.
Here we go. And remember, the trail's counting on us, even if he doesn't know it.
It's just like how this game has no quit to main menu button. Like, why? Since when do games not have that? I don't give a fuck if it has no effect on if the game closes properly or not. It's just one of those things where it's like, I have always quit to the main menu of a game before shutting the game down. To reduce the possibility of save corruption. I don't know why it's such a foreign concept to Ubisoft Ivory Tower. Oh my god, I did the thing again. Oh. Come on, spin the tires. This is the other thing I hate about this game, where the game like artificially slows you down even though the car has 1,000 horsepower and you're not spinning the tires on dirt. It doesn't matter if you turn traction control off either. It still inhibits the car from going a certain speed on dirt.
A Vegas to LA road trip? People will think we're trying to get out of town.
Why is that guy always in last? The guy gets no respect. Oh, worst to first. My off-road truck. My trophy truck that I'm driving. All I gotta do is imagine it's a trophy truck, and all of a sudden I'll like it a lot better. I'm just doing a Baja race, and this is just the pavement section, dude. Oh, some off-road, yeah. Love me some dirt. I eat it every day with my milk. And by milk, I mean just calcium. Just raw, rock calcium. Because I'm that hard. No sabotage. Guardrail builders. Only putting half guardrails on stuff. Why do you even need a guardrail on the inside of the turn? You're not going to go off. Just a trophy truck, dude. This is why I'm having such a hard time keeping up with these Lambos, but they can't outrun me in my trophy truck. My quadruple turbo diesel. I can't keep up. They're too good at driving these cars, which are impossible to drive.
You can't even wrap yourself around a tree in here because the trees are too big. But the turns are tight enough,
You
you're
scared
gonna try.
me, lady. Get out of the way, Enzo.
Just wait. This race is a long way from over.
I don't even know if that was actually a Ferrari. I just called Enzo, but whatever. Comedy either way. Comedy because I'm either retarded or smart because it was a funny joke. Because Enzo Ferrari.
I've got to admit, there's something special about sitting on top of this much power.
Had to avoid the pedestrians. What is that?
I guess you're serious about winning this one after all.
A Koenigsegg? A Koenigsegg? However you're supposed to say it. I'll just trophy truck him. Oh, fuck. Those turns are so blind, they don't add anything onto the road. How am I supposed to know? Well. Again, why they need to zoom out the fucking map. I forget that you can do that. Still, I don't know why the normal map is so zoomed in to begin with. Well, I'm fucked. Get, bud. I'm having to, like, look at the map to navigate while looking at the road because I don't know the track. And it's impossible to, like, blindly fucking drive these courses that have no indicators on turns.
Ah, Los Angeles, where racing is usually done at 5 miles an hour. Thank God we missed rush hour.
Oh my god, really? I have to go back on the highway, whatever. I hate this. I hate these races. Ass. I was gonna say, am I gonna have to go up there? Fucking stupid spaghetti sections. I hate these highway races. I hate highways in general. On and off ramps in America are fucking obnoxious. Just as in real life as they are in a fucking video game. Fucking hate American roads so much. It makes me glad I don't have to fucking drive.
Here we go. And remember, the trail's counting on us, even if he doesn't know it.
Playing games like this makes me realize how bad American roadways are. Not only for fucking normal, like, every day-to-day use, but also just for fucking racing, they suck. Confusing as fuck. Like I said, you need like a spotter sitting in the co-pilot of your car watching the map the entire time if you're doing these tracks blind, because those turns come up so sudden and so blind. Why does it matter if I go this way? Oh my fucking god, bud. You just had to be the only car coming on the fucking off-ramp, didn't you? Fuck you.
A Vegas to LA road trip? People will think we're trying to get out of town. First place, huh? Makes you feel alive, doesn't it?
No. Life is pain. I hate... everything. Of course. Why wouldn't there be guardrail there? It was still a good shortcut. You're going to catch me in this corner section because this car sucks at these corners. It either oversteers or understeers into these corners. And it loses all of its speed. It just scrubs, no matter how you drive it. I'm trying to drive it like half throttle as well in some of these turns.
Just wait. This race is a long way from over.
Oh my god. How do you go so fast on these sections, dude? This car does not respond like that. I should have just bought that car, apparently. This fucking Lamborghini is just as shit as I always say they are. Fuck a Lamborghini. Why would you ever want one? Only one you would ever want they don't make anymore, which is the Diablo. It's the only one that actually looked cool. Because it didn't look like all the other ones. Or whatever the hell it was called. The old one. The old iconic one. It's actually good. And not just fucking garbage. I hate this fucking car. I would sell it for what it's worth and buy a different one. I would sell it for 99%. No, like, 1% return is what I'm saying. I would sell it for 1% of the money I bought it for and be happy I got rid of it. That's how much I don't like Lamborghinis. Even in a video game. I wouldn't even care how good they are in real life.
You can't even wrap yourself around a tree in here because the trees are too big. But the turns are tight enough, you're
I
gonna
want to
try.
wrap my dick around your fucking mouth. God damn it. It did the same thing where it fucking understeered and went right off the track. Like, I was letting off the gas and everything. But it's just trash. There's just no saving this garbage. Oh my god, why does it do that? Fuck a Lamborghini. Why would you ever want one?
I've got to
Seriously.
admit, there's something special about sitting on top of this much power.
Besides the fact it fucking sucks. Doesn't matter how much power it has, it doesn't go fast. Cunningham would outrun this fucking thing. Turd nugget on the road. Just worse than the fucking canoes I was already driving. Give me my canoe touring car against this shit. It'll be done in a second. Thing actually has power. This thing has what you call a joke underneath. It's not a hood because it's not in the front of the car. Aren't these races so interesting? Aren't they so fun to watch? Like just racing on the same type of bullshit road surface with a bunch of inconsistent turns in a car that doesn't even handle that well. Oh, yeah. But if I use the brake properly, then I can't go fast enough to keep up with the other guys. But if I only let off the gas, and the car just understeers and flies right off the fucking track. Oh my fucking word. Who designed this fucking bullshit? Such a bad fucking turn. Could have been any other turn. It just had to be that one. The car irks me. The track irks me. Everything about these cars I just don't even want. Just delete them entirely from the game and I would still rate the game the same. In fact, I would even rate the game worse for having these cars in them. Because fuck these fucking cars, dude. Even the AI can't fucking drive them properly. It should give you a hint you fucked up your physics a little bit.
Ah, Los Angeles, where racing is usually done at 5 miles an hour. Thank God we missed rush hour.
I might as well just do that to turn from now on.
I guess you're serious about winning this one after all.
I can't even win an event to get new parts. To help me win an event. And it's an 11-minute fucking race to get, what, 3 to 4 parts? Kill me. People who like hypercars.
Here we go. And remember, the trail's counting on us, even if he doesn't know it.
That's how I feel. You like hypercars, you're a... You're just a projectile vomit. I just wanted to steer lightly to the right and then steer back to the left, which I could have done in any of my touring cars, the Alpha Grand Prix car, any of that shit I could have done it in. I could have even done it in my street race car, but no, not in the dog shit hypercar. Not even letting off the throttle helps you turn in this pile of shit.
First place, huh? Makes you feel alive,
Huh?
doesn't it?
No, it doesn't, because they're just gonna fucking magnetize up to my asshole the second I'm forced to turn in this piece of shit.
A Vegas to LA road trip? People will think we're trying to get out of town.
Let's just eat shit already. Let's find all the shortcuts we can do. Might as well. Oh, well, there was a hidden rock there, because bush. If you ever wondered what would win in book, rock, paper... I said book instead of bush. Whatever. My brain's fucking cooked. My brain's cooked from trying to drive this pile of shit. Give me an actual race car. Not these things trying to fucking, like, wannabe race car. Just make a fucking specialized race car. Don't fucking buy a... whatever the fuck. If you have that much money, you should just design your own at that point. It doesn't matter how well I do. Again. I could do godly in the first half and be, like, so far in front of them, and then they'll just magically start catching up to me in the turns, because they can just seamlessly take these fucking turns, no problem, without having to deal with the bullshit, like, of steering this car. That's just unbelievable. I just can't steer this fucking thing. It just always does this. I can't steer at the same speed these other guys do. If I come into a turn too hot, I just fucking slide and then spin all my speed away. It just doesn't matter how well I race. Their cars are so vastly superior to mine. Well, I'll give you a tip for what car not to buy when you go to buy a hypercar. Don't buy the only one that looks different. Because then you end up in my situation where it's the worst in its category, even though it shouldn't be. It's unsteerable, it doesn't turn, it doesn't go fast, and it just fucking sucks.
You can't even wrap yourself around a tree in here because the trees are too big. But the turns are tight enough.
You dare counter steer even the tiniest amount and the car flies back in the other direction. Instantly. Whatever. Then he just goes around the car and I crash into it. I was expecting him to crash into it. Whatever.
I've got to admit, there's something special about sitting on top of this much power.
No, because it does fuck all, as I've said multiple times, bitch. Does fuck all if you can't put it to the fucking ground. I could have 5,000 horsepower, but if it's one tiny little tire, then it ain't gonna matter because it's gonna get burnt off in a second. Would you want to sit on a wheelbarrow that had fucking 5,000 horsepower? Go one-wheeling? Or just put skis on the back? Boost barely does anything for this car. Compare the amount of torque and power this thing gains from being under boost compared to the Alpha Grand Prix car, which gains like 10 miles per hour just from tapping the boost for like a half a second. This thing ain't got balls. It's got jack shit going for it. Or if you want to, get it yourself and see how bad it really is.
Just wait. This race is a long way from over.
Oh my god. I almost fucked that up because of the pedestrian. Why do you have to be there in that moment? Fucker. What are these on and off ramps? Oh my god. Yeah, now I'm on... Now I've lost. Again.
Ah, Los Angeles.
It doesn't matter how well you do. If you make one mistake, the rubber banding beats you. It's so infuriating. There's just no fucking way I'm gonna beat this. Normally. I've done way harder things in other video games. This is just hard for all the fucking wrong reasons. I don't even want to imagine what doing the actual hard version of this is like. Just absolute fucking horse shit. Get, you fucker. Stop rubber banding, you cheaters. Oh my god, yeah, they gotta put the hard tent there, made out of cloth and skinny metal poles. I can knock one of those things over by leaning up against it, and I'm 130 pounds. Fucking hate this. No point in finishing because I don't get any rewards. I waste 11 minutes doing jack shit because I make one fucking mistake. In a car that is a piece of garbage. Fuck Lamborghini likers. You like Lamborghinis, I don't even like you. Just because of how fucking bad this fucking pile of shit car is. Fuck this fucking car so hard. I want to just drop a fucking nuclear missile on all these cars. I wouldn't even care if I was inside of it when it happened. Fucking push the big red button and get rid of them.
Here we go. But remember, the trail's counting on us, even if he doesn't know it.
Yeah. Car's so wide. Can't even properly tell where it is based on the cockpit. Son of a fucking bitch. I was holding right. Eat a dick. Fucking understeering piece of garbage. Pay someone to change the steering in this. Holy fuck. It steers worse than the fucking muscle cars.
A Vegas to LA road trip? People will think we're trying to get out of town.
And I'm gonna soar by them. And they're just gonna rubber band back up to me, and it's not gonna matter anyways. You just can't turn this thing good. It's impossible. See, you can see what I'm dealing with from outside of the car a lot better. Where the car is just unresponsive and then overly responsive. And I'm tapping the brake. It's holding it for longer than I'm doing it. I tapped the brake for like a millisecond. Just to impart some natural slowdown, because letting off the gas doesn't do anything. That's what happens if I let off the gas. The car just steers into the fucking outside wall. Oh my god. Fucking letting off the gas. In any other hypercar would mean you get more turn, not less turn. Everything that I had, like I told you, all the lead that I gained doesn't mean anything, because this car can't turn for dog shit. All it does is slide and break loose and spin. Even when not under full throttle. The thing you also can't see is the fact I'm only holding the throttle about halfway most of the time. Because if I hold it, it just goes and just fucking sits there spinning. And doesn't go anywhere, like I said. Can't put the power to the fucking ground, it might as well not even have it. It's like a fucking Veyron. I might as well put a Veyron in the list so I could have picked that.
Just wait. This race is a long way from over.
You can see, like, they're putting so little effort into turning, and this car is like full turn just trying to hold a line. And they just fucking smoke me. This car, just eat shit and die. I'm doing all the things that you would do in an actual car like this to try and make it actually drive. And you can't. It just doesn't. Because the physics aren't fucking there. It's just bullshit, unrealistic, horrible garbage.
I guess you're
in a car that needs it.
After all.
Why do the Grand Prix cars handle so fucking good, but not these? Should be the opposite. This is what it should be like to drive an F1. Because actually driving it and getting grip consistently is very difficult.
There's something special about sitting on top of this much power.
They're very, very easy to slide, even though when you watch F1 racing, you don't see sliding a lot because the drivers have learned how to minimize that. There's a lot of buttons on the steering wheels, and they do a lot of different things, from adjusting differentials to boost buttons and even suspension pressure. He's gone. Whatever. Why bother even trying? I might as well just cruise along at a snail's pace. I'll win it just the same. Trying hard is probably what's killing me. Because it's making the AI go way harder than they would if I was just driving like a girl. Never mind, because I can't even do that properly, because this car is ass! I want to make tiny little micro adjustments to my steering, but 90% of the time it's completely unresponsive until you get about halfway across the dead zone. This is me flicking it to full. That's holding it. That's how far it can turn at full speed. It's so infuriating. Who would want to drive that garbage? Oh, and all of a sudden the weather changed when I reset. That's great. Fucking dog shit. It's just the sound that I want to make every time I play this game and have to do this kind of shit. It's just vomit-inducing. It's gag-inducing. Couldn't turn. In the fucking pedestrian RNG. Let's complain a little bit about RNG in this video game like we do in every other one. Because fucking stupid pedestrian RNG also doesn't help because the fucking AI never runs into pedestrians. They always know where the fucking pedestrians are ahead of time. And perfectly evade them every fucking time. I can't win this race. It's fucking impossible. With this pile of shit. I'm getting so fucking angry.
Ah, Los Angeles, where racing is usually done at 5 miles an hour. Thank God we miss rush hour.
And we're dumbasses like hypercars. Because they think they're good. It's so demoralizing. I can't get it to get parts to upgrade the car to do it better. Whatever. It really does not fucking matter. I'm so fucking done with this bullshit.
First place, huh? Makes you feel alive, doesn't it?
No, because it doesn't mean anything. All it means is that the AI hasn't rubber banded yet.
A Vegas to LA road trip? People will think we're trying to get out of town.
Look at the guy in second, how fast he got up to me. Why even bother racing? And he shoved me off the road, and he's gone. Now I'm not going to be able to pass him for the rest of this entire thing. See you later, dude. It was nice knowing you. My car doesn't turn like your car does. So I literally cannot compare to you. All I do is understeer off of roads when I let off the gas. And then when I tap the brake, I slide. And then when I apply throttle, I spin. It's so shit, dude. There's just no way to drive this car good. I can't even begin to keep up with him. How is he even going that fast? And still taking the turns. That's what I mean. This thing sucks. It's so infuriating to just watch that guy just pull fucking away from me like I'm driving a fucking sports car. There's just no fucking way for me to keep up with them. I have to slow down so much more for the turns. And I just lose every bit of ground that I gain. Turn, you piece of shit! We're the same class of car. How is he so much better? I'm doing the same shit. There's no way for me to outrun them. I just lose ground, even when I take a corner good.
You can't even wrap yourself around a tree in here because the trees are too big. But the turns are tight enough, you're gonna try.
And all of a sudden their rubber banding turned off and now they're going much slower for no apparent reason on a section that they can go way higher speed on. Oh my god, this fucking game, dude. These cars, this fucking game, this fucking track all culminates to being a giant pile of dog shit. Of unfun bullshit that doesn't even involve you being good or bad at racing or not. I'm taking the turns the best I fucking can in this car, and this car just can't drive better than the other car. It's just simple as that. Like, I understand when I fuck up turns and I hit a wall that that's my fault. Like that. Because I can do that turn better. But in order to do that turn better, I have to slow down so much that I lose all of my speed that I've gained trying to be ahead of him. Which doesn't matter, because if I make one significant mistake, the entire race is over and I have to restart it again. And waste another 11 minutes trying to beat one race to get 4 rewards. One race. No single race has taken me this many tries up until this point. And there he goes, flying by me and like normal in turning sections. And then his rubber banding shut off, so he stopped going as fast. Oh yeah, blind turn. Fuckers. I hate the snow. I don't hate the snow in real life, because in real life you have piles of dirt that's mixed in with the snow that gets pushed off to the side of the road by snow plows. And it's very obvious what's the road and what isn't. Probably even more obvious than it when it's not winter. Doesn't matter if I'm doing good now, because they're just gonna suck right back up to me here in a couple seconds. Also doesn't help, I suck at driving this fucking car. I suck at driving it and it sucks at the same time. So it's a double entendre of shit. Also known as a river of diarrhea.
Ah, Los Angeles, where racing is usually done at 5 miles an hour. Thank God we missed rush hour.
Oh my god, I hate those guardrails. Well, that's the mistake that cost me. Please just let this be over. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to ever race one of these cars ever again. I don't care what content there is in this game with these cars, to be honest. Is that it? Oh my god. That's me with a fucking shotgun at my skull. You can Kurt Cobain me.
Okay, it's ready.
And yes, I am mad, bro. I'm always mad.
Well, son of a gun. You pulled it off after all.
I told you we were doing things the right way. We've got the car. Now all we have
The car is shit.
mods, and we're down giving Latrell one heck of a surprise.
Oh my god, they actually gave me a fucking significant pile of loot. They're not absolute assholes.
Winning's not guaranteed. You get cocky, you get sloppy.
I can assure you, dude, there was no amount of being sloppy there. It was more an amount of trying to, like, you don't realize how much you have to, like, do this to make the car actually do stuff properly. How many tiny little bips and baps you have to make on the analog stick. God, it's still snowing.
Definition of insanity. Now, it ain't what you think. It's racing monster trucks. They're not built for it, not even a living. So naturally, that's what Sophia and her friends want to do. Wait, don't tell me. You're in on it too. Of course you are. Well, get ready to roll, because roll is exactly what those suckers are going to do on you if you're not careful.
Why is that a flaw? Do Japanese companies not import stuff with right-handed drive? Like, I always assumed when a Subaru was found in Europe, it would be right-hand drive in certain places. Because, I mean, this is left-hand drive. It's not like changing the drive side is that difficult unless the engine placement and displacement is built around the housing for the steering. Then you'd have to, like, mirror the model of the engine the other way. That's why a lot of actual race cars just do it centered. And then the steering wheel is just on an offset bar from it. Basically, power-assisted rack and pinion is how a lot of race cars are set up. Just so you get that more direct road feedback. Some don't even have power assist. Some are just straight rack and pinion. Rack and pinion, then some of them have like a newer, like, joint style, and I don't know if they still just call that rack and pinion. But it's basically like that, but without power assisting or anything like that. Sorry, I'm not saying anything. I'm thinking about what I want to do for a livery on that thing. I think I want to literally do like a poop emoji. Mercedes. What? Lamborghini. I think my brain was gonna go like the Murcielago, but that's not what I have. I have the Veneno, or whatever. Veneno. Hey, I'm Nino! You ever watch Kitchen Nightmares?
Thank you to you all for coming out and joining us today.
Why aren't you flying out and making lightning? Come here, bud. Walk on my hand. Yeah. Get on my finger. Oh. Get on my finger for half a second. Go away. Longer than my suit here. I wonder why. Also, freaking leaf on us. Squish. All of you. Oh. Another lightning bug. You can tell they, at least the ones that are native to where I live, have orange heads. You can see him glowing.
For legal reasons, please stay out of the active race area at all times. This is for your safety.
That beetle didn't want me fucking loot. I was touching it, and it kept going.
Looks like the course is going to be a little windy today.
And then I squished it. Because there was some type of borer. It's one good thing about having a light outside is you can get a good idea of all the things around. Look at that little thing. What is that? The tiny little niche. It's green. You have these fluorescent green leaf hoppers all over the freaking light, dude. I thought they didn't like light. If you've never seen what a leaf hopper looks like, look it up. They're basically just cute little hopping insects. You find them in every single grass field in the plains. Oh, moth came inside with me. Hey, bud. I'm not as scared or fearful as of insects as a lot of other people. I make it an adamant, like, chore of mine to squish every leafhopper I come across. As cute and cool looking as they are. Because they are just little tiny little hoppers. It's just like a little jumping spider, but I leave them alone because they're just cute. They're cute and they're all over the place where I am. Little tiny white and black jumping spiders, and I love just watching them. Because they'll be near the lights because they have really good vision, jumping spiders do, and they'll stand near the lights on like some of the overhang parts, and they'll like jump onto things and catch them pretty reliably. One earlier caught like 3 or 4 midges. They're so fast though. The ones that are colored in more of their actual natural surroundings are impossible to spot, because not only do they blend in when they jump, they disappear pretty much, because it's just like a little Mexican jumping bean when they jump. It's just like doink. They have a tendency to accidentally jump onto people's clothes if you wear green colored clothing and stuff like that, because they think it's grass or a tree. And a lot of people get scared of them because of that, even though they're absolutely harmless. They just want to rest on you because they think you're a plant, a big plant of some type. They're the spiders that you always see the pictures of where they're like, spiders can be cute too. They have the 2 big top eyes and then the 2 smaller eyes. Sorry, I just wanted to take a toke real quick, too. Give me a second. And no,
These trucks aren't built for speed, but that's never stopped me before.
Can't see anything. You can do hood cam, yeah. Supercharger cam.
The beach is where you're gonna make or break this run. Gear yourself up for it.
I hope they realize when they develop this game that if palms get ice on them, they turn red. Just saying that in case anyone didn't know. In real life, if palms get below a certain temperature, especially if it gets down below freezing, they turn red color, and it's incredibly bad for them. It normally causes them to die. It's happened in Florida a couple times when they've gotten really extremely cold weather and it snows. Most of the palms turn red and have to either be replaced or they somehow survive it. Not all of them die, but the redness of it prevents them from photosynthesizing properly, so it normally ends up killing the plant.
You're on a roll. Now just don't roll your truck.
You really had to say that right in that moment, didn't you, bud? Is this how it's going to be for the entire rest of the night? Me just unable to do these races because they're too hard comparative to the other types of racing? Okay. Too much weight. They don't turn.
I hear these trucks aren't built for speed, but that's never stopped me before.
Beach is where you're gonna make or break this run. Gear yourself up for it. You're on a roll. Now just don't roll your truck.
It's 1 a.m. and some dude's going through town with his fucking shit blaring just because he wants to be an asshole. You're so cool, dude.
Keep tearing up that track.
You realize no one hears anything other than... The same kind of people who put subs in Honda Civics are probably the same kind of people who say Lamborghinis are cool. So they automatically fall into the loser category for me.
Thing is, when you play the sort of games we do, all day, every day, people might think you're just a little immature.
Darling, if you don't mind my saying so, they ain't entirely wrong.
Yeah, okay. But even if I don't take myself seriously, I do things seriously. I can outfly you and outdrive you any day of the week. And then stealth prank you on the weekend.
Stealth prank? Really? That's not even a word. See what I have to put up with? But they're missing the point. We've got the big toys. Why not make a big noise? Let me give it to you straight. We cook up something new, we try it, we fail, we try again until we get it right. Want a car to be more than a car? Jack it up and see what you get. Same with a plane or a boat.
Isn't that how Jet Sprint got started in the U.S.? Two guys had a few too many and decided they wanted to race boats in a parking lot. So they grabbed a shovel.
If you can find your way around a toolbox, you'll be fine.
Remember, safety comes first at all events.
I've never done one of
Going
these.
after Sophia's high-end record here. There's no room for mistakes, so just let it fly.
Oh, you have to do specific things? I thought it was just actually a freestyle. I see now. That makes more sense. That's kind of stupid, though. Oh, dicks. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, why did the plane... Son of a bitch. Whatever. Hello, Japan. Oh my god, it is so impossible to tell where the body of this plane is. Even from inside the cockpit. I thought these are supposed to be stunt planes. Why are they so much more difficult to fly than my large-ass plane? It just nosedives instantly and then you can't pull it back up. Oh my fucking god, fuck it. Never, ever again am I using cockpit for freestyle. Why? You can't tell where the plane is. I hate this shit. The plane controls like I don't even know what. Not a plane for any normal person. Go, where? I want to do a flip, but this thing flips so slow. This thing is so impossible to fucking fly. Like, what? I pull back and it doesn't pull back. Like, why are the fucking ailerons so shit on this thing? How do you do half of these fucking events, dude? All the vehicles drive and control like shit in half of these categories. Like, I'm trying to do just a roll, and the thing, like, goes in every direction that isn't just a roll. I just want to roll, dude. I don't want to flip. I just want to roll. Yeah, of course it wouldn't count that as a loop. Because why would it? Why would it? Because this fucking shit is so ass. No loop. Oh my fucking word, are you gonna let me count as a loop? I can't pull up straight. It's not my fault. It's the fucking plane. I fucking hate this. Holy shit. Took me fucking 50 seconds just to do one fucking loop. Did you design anything fucking worse? And then it didn't put me in the direction towards the bridges. Come on. What am I supposed to fucking do? Now I have to skip a checklist? Fuck this fucking game. Retry.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, these things control like utter dog shit. Oh my god, it's gonna pull that bullshit on me again. What do you want from me? I hate this fucking game. I'm gonna start not doing any one of these things that say a loop. It won't count. Oh my god. Let's see how long it takes to do a fucking loop. Wow. Took another minute just to do one fucking loop. Thanks, Ubisoft. You pile of fucking dog shit. I can't get any parts.
You're going after Sophia's high-end record here. There's no room for mistakes, so just let it fly.
This game is making me more bitter than Monster Hunter did. Because half of the events are just utter bullshit, with bullshit vehicles that don't control good. Yeah, and just crash so it resets me. Love the single stick plane controls. It controls so great. I can control plane upside down perfectly fine. On my other streams, I was doing it as a gag to make one of my other friends sick who was watching the fucking stream. And I was flying perfectly fine upside down in that plane. This thing just controls like dog shit. How is that not low altitude? What is this fucking broken game? This game's so retarded.
Now's your time to shine. Whatever. Before my plane like magically came up from the fucking water, and then that time it was like, nah.
Fuck this shit. I just want to go under it. Fucking hate this so much. This fucking shitty plane. Holy fucking dog shit. It is so touchy. It's not even funny. Why you put so much fucking input on one tiny little analog stick is beyond my fucking worst imagination. Holy shit. Oh, God. Kill me. You don't get combo multipliers as far as I know for doing shit, so. How are you ever supposed to get through all that shit? It's not easy. How are you supposed to get any of these points? This plane controls like dog shit. I could fly underneath this bridge better in my plane that's twice the goddamn size. Because it controls fucking reliably. I love how it doesn't spin that tightly when I'm in the thing. Because when I'm in the thing, my plane's just constantly going like this whenever I'm doing anything. It's just constantly as if someone's just shaking the fucking analog stick all over the place while I'm trying to fly it. It's so fucking annoying.
You're going after Sophia's high-end record here. There's no room for mistakes.
I wish I could use my racing plane. Doesn't matter what icon level you are, it's terrible. These fucking stupid freestyle events are terrible. Planes are terrible.
If you can fly, now's the time to prove it.
No, I can't. Because this game is utter dog shit when it comes to flying mechanics. Why single stick? All I do is slam into shit because the fucking roll correction. Half of the input that happens on the screen I'm not even doing. Like I said, the plane just fucking shakes back and forth. Half of the time I do a loop, it doesn't even count. I just love how all of a sudden the plane will be like randomly stiff and then it will just be like bipping all over the fucking place. Why does it do that? I'm not even pressing square. Because it makes the fucking thing too uncontrollable. Wow, I actually beat it for once. But that was mostly just because the fucking ones that I got at the start weren't horrendous. Because the plane still controls like utter dog shit. I can barely keep the thing going in a steady turn without it constantly waving back and forth. I'm not doing that. Like, if you saw my thumb on the controller, you'd think there's some wizardry going on in my controller. But it doesn't do it when I'm outside of the event. It only does it when I'm in the event. When I'm outside of the event, it doesn't do that fucking weird bullshit. Yeah, when I'm outside of the event, it flies like a normal fucking plane. It's only when you're in the event that it gets that weird fucking bullshit. Oh my god, I didn't think that was solid. And I'm surprised I bounced off of it. What? That's what I was trying to do like fucking 30 times in a row. But now that the plane isn't bipping and bobbing all over the fucking place. Yeah, I don't know why that is. No clue why the physics change, just because you're in an event. You can see it on the screen how much stiffer it is versus what I was doing when I was in the thing. It's bizarre. It's not because I'm bad at flying. If you watched me play Ace Combat games, you'd be like, what the fuck? That one was a mistake, though. But I also didn't really even see it then. I was too focused on the foreground. Wait, what? No. I didn't want to do that. Not the annoying song. Get out of here. It absolutely does. And I can't wait until the game gets data mined. Because it's so much stiffer than it was. Look, I'm doing the same exact fucking mashing the analog stick in every direction. It's so much stiffer, it's not even funny. It might be because I wasn't going as fast. Well, let's go a little bit slower and let off like I was doing in the event. Oh, what's that? It's even stiffer? Oh. Oh, man. Look at that. I'm even hovering in the water for longer. It's not pulling down and it's not pushing up like it did in the freestyle event where it pushes me up from the water. Look at this. The wing was too far underwater. I could barely do this in the freestyle event because my vehicle kept going like this. This is me in the event. Being bad at flying planes means your plane shakes all over the fucking place even when you're not touching the analog stick, apparently. Because I don't do that. Look. I'm not touching the analog stick. This is me turning sideways. I'm gonna go and do the event again. And I will show you. I wish I had a camera just so I could show you how little input I'm doing. Watch. Look. Look at that. I didn't do that. You can even see the rear fin when I don't touch the analog stick at all and let the plane fly. Look, I didn't do that. I didn't touch the analog stick and make it do that. I'm not blaming my fucking controller. My left hand, this is me slapping my knee with my left hand. It is not on the controller. There's no way for me to be touching that. Let's do that again. Let me fly up. Hold on, I need to tilt it out of night. I need to knife flight. There we go. I don't have a hand on the controller. So whatever adjustments you keep seeing it make isn't me. The little bits and baps, and see, it just steered itself upwards. I didn't do that. I didn't touch this. I didn't touch these buttons. I'm not doing that. Don't sit there and tell me the physics aren't different. You can see it on the screen. I'll set my controller down on my fucking table and it will do that. Look. My controller's out of my hands. I'm not even touching my fucking controller right now. It's on my table. Don't sit there and tell me the physics aren't different. I know they are. Just getting out of the event will change my physics. Now look. Look at how much more it adjusts outside of the event. Look at this. Look at this. Get it through your head. I'm not crazy. I'm not a crazy person. If anything, I'm a know-it-all because I'm too smart for my own fucking good. That I even would know that there's small changes in physics like that. Because it fucks with my ability to pilot the plane properly. Like I was saying. Fuck. What do you even want me to race?
There's an old tradition, some might say superstition, about this race. Since 1994,
there are bips or baps. There absolutely are. I just showed you.
People will expect you to go all the way.
I put my controller down and slapped my chair with both of my hands. No possibility of having any hand on the controller. What do you think? I have a little kid sitting here tapping the R1 button? Fucking get real. Stop trying to, like, defend Ubisoft's dumb bullshit. You can test it out for yourself if you're curious enough.
Let's get you out of there as quick as possible.
Oh yeah, that's right. Much more enjoyable cockpit view. I like the paint scheme on that guy's car in first. Stop bumping me. I'm gonna do it back. Stop, dude. Asshole. That was bad. Or was it? That was definitely.
I can see your victory lap now.
Don't fluff, don't butter me up, buddy. I don't need commentary from Hero. I actually like racing these. It's one of the few things in the game they actually got right. Whoops. I actually think coming out of that turn a little wide helps. Then you want to go inside on this one.
You're a winner, and I'm proud of you.
I have a PS4 Pro, so
Aren't the same thing. You're close.
that and Xbox is half UI, half game,
It's about winning them all. It's about having a target on your back.
due to not having microprocessors to deal with background bullshit.
Right now, you're still chasing Clarence. Let's see that change.
That being said, the Xbox One X is still stronger than a PS4 Pro, but it matters very little. Because that little bit extra isn't optimized for 90% of the time. And when it is, it isn't done well. Gotta be realistic.
There's an old tradition, some might say superstition, about this race. Since 1994, every winner here has gone on to claim the pro racing title. You win today, people will expect you to go all the way. Yeah, we do love our superstitions.
Whether or not it's a glitch for PS4 or something like that is different than it being a actual PS4 problem. That's the programmer's problem. Anything to do with physics is a programmer's problem. not the console's problem. Hey, no butt bumps. That cost me a lot, trying to run that guy off the road. It must be weird as hell to fly a plane with a steering wheel for people who use a steering wheel for this game. No, understeer. Why? You cost me understeer.
Say to you is keep working your magic.
That turn has like an outside banking to it that's terrible for turning. And I have to remember that. Hey, dude. You fucking asshole. I just got fucking decked like I was a fucking another player. Oh my god. What an asshole. Fucking hate the rubber banding in this game. One more try, and then I'm done. I'm fucking so sick of this game tonight. I really am. It's just getting me, it's getting on my fucking nerves with its bullshit. Fucking guy, full speed, fucking checks into the rear end of me in the corner. Like he's a fucking human. Like, fuck off. I'm all for challenge, but that's just fucking horse shit. Not only can they rubber band, they're just fucking relentless assholes. I don't actively try to run into other people unless they stick in front of me. Now I'm running that fucker off the road any chance I get. You're so fucked, bud.
You've broken through and into the lead.
See what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? Horse shit. Is what it is. You don't drive fucking any cars like that, you asshole. Pro racing. Pfft. Pro dickbags. Who can shove each other off the track the best. That was a bad turn. No. Not again. Stop following me on every racing line I take, asshole! I fucking hate you. You're so... That's so fucking cheap. Every time. I get taken out by one of the fucking AI. Done. Have a great fucking night, everyone. Fuck this game.